The other thing we saw on Monday night, and who knows how the rest of the season will play out, we never do, and that's part of the fun of it, but the Jaguars get a signature win for them in Liam Cohen's regime. Trevor Lawrence, excuse me, I'm thinking of Travis Hunter. I'll get to him in a second. Trevor Lawrence has the best game of his career, and I think, and let me focus on that before we talk about Travis Hunter. Is it possible for a guy who kind of settles in to who he is? Because I think all quarterbacks, by year 4 or 5, we kind of know who they are. And then you work with that. Is it possible for a guy to punch through to a higher level? Because I think that might be happening with Trevor Lawrence.
It is, and sometimes it takes that signature win. I remember 1997 with the Buccaneers. We had struggled, hadn't had a winning season in years, and Trent Dilfer's our quarterback, 6th pick in the draft, very similar situation. We opened up against the 49ers, and this is Jerry Rice and Steve Young, and we beat them. And there's no question that game turned us around as a franchise. And I think the same thing could be said of these Jaguars. Hey, we beat the team that went to the Super Bowl. We beat a 3-time champion. We came back from 14 down. Maybe this is who we are. And I know that's what Liam Cohen hopes takes place, and it very well could.
During the game on Monday night, the broadcast was heaping superlatives on Travis Hunter, the 2nd overall pick in the draft, the first two-way player since Chuck Bednarik. And, you know, the reality has been, and I know it's early in his career, but when you make that big move and you tout it as we're getting 2 great players in one and we're going to use them both ways, you set a bar that is very difficult to match. And I texted the other PFT writers, has there been any conversation during this game about the fact that they got 2 players in one, but neither 2 players are making a massive impact? And of course, right after I texted that, he made that great catch between 2 guys, like, never mind. So, But wasn't that just a taste of what he could be if they would just focus him on one side of the ball? What are your thoughts on spreading this guy so thin that he doesn't have the kind of splash moments on a regular basis that maybe he otherwise would?
I absolutely agree with that. I think they're making a mistake trying to play Travis Hunter both ways. To me, I would do what the Cowboys did with Deion Sanders. Okay, you're going to play one way, you're going to be a star on that side of the ball, and then we're going to use you on 2 or 3 plays, specific plays on the other side. But you're not going to all the meetings, you're not splitting things up. I can tell you, if Peyton Manning, I told him, hey, Marvin Harrison, he's going to be great for you, but half the time he's going to be in the defensive meetings. It wouldn't go over well. And I think in this day and age, I don't know how you can function that way and be on both sides of the ball and be locked in both meeting rooms. I think they're going to wear this young man out.
And it's not just the meeting rooms, Coach. It's having the feel when you're out there with your teammates because you've practiced with them the full amount, and it's impossible to practice the full amount with the offense and the full amount with the defense because there's only one of you at practice when both sides of the ball are getting their reps in. But you develop a sense of what the other guys are doing, and you know where guys are going to be, and you know how to react to a certain situation. You've repped it, and you've repped it, and you've repped it. And even though he can physically do it, and what he's doing is remarkable, but is it really helping him, and is it really helping the team? And I think that's the question they need to ask. And how much of it is going to be pride and justification of the trade that got him versus what's best for the team's effort to keep winning football games and pursue what would be their first Super Bowl appearance in franchise history?
Yeah, I agree. I think in this day and age, the way the game is set, I would put him on offense, let him be that great receiver, let him hopefully turn into Jerry Rice. And then if you need him on 2 or 3 plays, hey, this big 3rd down, you're going in and you're covering Xavier Worthy one-on-one, and you can do that. But I don't know if I would split him up and make him do all that work and play him 75 plays a game. I just don't know if I'd do that.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.